Hey everyone, today I'm talking a little bit about organization, specifically my pegboard organization and also my blender brush organization. So let me show you how I made that. All right, so organization is my jam for the video today. And first I'm going to show you how I made this little blending brushes box. So I found a website that basically you can put in the dimensions of whatever box you want to cut and it automatically creates the SVG file for you. I'll link it in the description if it's something that interests you. It's completely free. So I put in the dimensions of my box. I think it's 4x6, and then it went ahead and created this SVG file. So I can fit everything on my 12x12 except the bottom, where it says bottom there. So I'll cut that on a separate piece of wood. But anyway, I want to go ahead and make sure that my box says blending brushes. So I'm using the Glowforge app. It's all free. I went and found a font that I thought would look pretty engraved. And then I'll go ahead and just write out blending brushes and then center it on the front of the box. Now, once you get your stuff situated, you need to delete front, back, right, left, bottom, those words. Otherwise, those will cut or engrave or whatever you have it set to. Ask me how I know. My bad. So I did remember this time to go ahead and remove those words because I don't need that cut into my box. And then once I'm good to go, I put my material in. You can see that the Glowforge recognized it. It says light cherry plywood, and then it just starts its cutting. The materials that the Glowforge makes is called proof grade, and that means it's tested and works for the Glowforge. And also that little barcode, you put it in, and there's 2 cameras in the Glowforge, and it reads the barcode and it automatically sets the setting for the material that you're using. Now I am going to take a trip up to Home Depot or Lowe's and get some of their 1/4-inch plywood and see how the Glowforge works with that. You may be wondering the sound of the Glowforge, so let me go ahead and press the button, and here's what it sounds like. So as you can hear, it is pretty quiet, and I can sit in the same room and do my crafting and watch my Netflix and do whatever I'm doing while the Glowforge is running without any problems. So back to the actual blending brush here. It's gone ahead, it's cut. I am removing the masking tape that is on both sides of the proof grade material, and that's there to protect what you're actually cutting or engraving because you're using a laser, so sometimes it can cause burn marks, and by keeping the tape on the side that you're cutting, it prevents any burn marks or anything. And then you just push the little bits away, just push it off with your finger, whatever, it comes right off and you are good to go. And now it's just time to assemble the box. I have some wood glue that I'm using from the garage to make sure all the corners of the box is nice and tight because I don't want my stuff falling out of it. And there are my blending brushes in their new little home. I also made that lens wipe thing to the right there, and that was actually a free design from the Glowforge catalog. All right, here is something else. We're going to get into some pegboard organization, and this was a file I found on Etsy just for a few dollars, and it cuts little boxes and containers and hooks and stuff for your pegboard. So I've got 12x12 to work with. So I went ahead and made sure that I had the big box and the small box and some of the other hooks that are all fit onto my 12x12. I want to make sure all the real estate is covered because I want to cut every single bit of that plywood that I could because wood's not cheap. Hello. So I'm making sure I've got everything good to go. And then once everything is placed and everything is red and I've got it set to cut, which I do, I can go ahead and go over to my Glowforge Aura and hit the blinking button and it will start to cut. Now, I don't know much about lasers. This is the first one I've ever played with. I do know this is a diode, something I don't know how to say it, laser, and it's 6 watts. And apparently there are other lasers that are a CO something laser, and those are super fast and super big. But I am so glad that Glowforge has released something for hobbyists like me because I don't have the room to have some big Mac Daddy laser cutting machine in my craft room. So this suits me just fine. I guess it is slower compared to other lasers from what I'm reading, but this is for a hobbyist. This is for people like me and you probably if you're here watching this. So I've got 0 complaints. So now I've got all these hooks and boxes, everything cut out. Very easy to assemble. Just in all the corners, I added a little blob of wood glue just to make sure, I don't want my stuff falling out. And this is it, right? And I can go back and print more of the boxes, more of the containers, more of the hooks anytime I want because I bought the file, and I can just load it up into my Glowforge. I can cut it with acrylic if I want, if I don't want to use wood, whatever. I tell you, I've been having a lot of fun playing around with this, and if you have anything in specific that you want me to try to print for you and show you how it prints and cuts here on the channel, then just let me know in the comments below, and I will try to accommodate that in between my regular card making videos. But until then, I've got all the information on the Glowforge below. If it's something you want to check out, it's available at Michael's and Joann's. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys next time.